Good evening, everyone. I'm Edna Sensei. Welcome to the Konko mission of Wahiawa. Today is November 1st, 2021. We will now be conducting the monthly appreciation service for our Life Force Tenchi Kai no Kanisama. Please join us in prayer. Assisting me will be the Reverend Reiko Yano. 一度お入り。
新鮮廃止法書ページ23
新鮮廃止。貸し越しや雨粒の輝きを土の育み溶き移るともたゆることなく年めぐるとも作ることなし天地に命ありてよろずのもの生かされ天地に誠ありてよろずのこと整う学目すしきみ姿大いなるみ働きの天地金の神と仰ぎ祭りてたたえ祭らんわきても神は天地の間に住む人皆を神の氏こと慈しみたも人とあるみは神を我が親神としたい祭りて限りなき恵みの中に生かされていくることこそ通りなれかかる道を知らずしてが情が欲に惑いつつ全然の巡り合わせでにゃんを受けおる人の大きぞ神の嘆きなる我が教祖根高大事くそ旅人の世の い丁寧神信心を貫きたまい試しなき神影生まれ神と人との愛をかけよの生活始まりゆきぬ尊しや親神のいさしき願いここに現れ神も助かり氏子も立ちゆく取り次の会を差しよ今後大臣かしこみて受けたまり昼は舞い来る人に天地の恵みを解き信心の道を教えてくるるを知らず夜は苦しみ悩める人の立ち行きを願い助かりを祈り手や来るを覚えず年振りよは変われども揺るぐことなく身を尽くして取り次ぎの見業務めたまいしほどに賢き天地書きつけ定まり神影新たに神霊あまねくとわに栄ゆく生き神根高大臣取り次ぎの道いかしくも開かれゆきぬ深淵誠に不思議にして今この道にいて会うを得たり身の痛み心浮きこといかなる世の難あらんとも我が心神に向けよと取り次ぎの道立ちでありいるよは片ずときがきを問わず隔てなき祈りもてよと取り次ぎの道立ちであり哀れ神慈しみしやで過ごせしぶれ弱み改まりを祈りつつ生活の鍋手を信心といそしみ深く預け神影悟りでは喜びを深く知りたみ歩いといたわりては道にいざない迷いある人導きては会ある命に目覚めしめ氏子ありての神神ありての氏子愛よかけよで立ちゆく道を世に表さしめたまいそう氏子身の上安全世界真の平和のご神が成就せしめたまえと願いまする成就せしめたまえと願いまする
取り次ぎ少子ページ22
生き神根高大臣恩取り次ぎ誠一心に願わしめたまえいにに新たにいただかしめたまえ生き神根高大臣恩取り次ぎ誠一心に願わしめたまえいにに新たにいただかしめたまえ生き神根高大臣様生き神根高大臣様生き神根高大臣様生き神根高大臣様 In the sacred presence of Ikami Konko Dajin and the life force Tenshi Kane no Kami, on behalf of the Konko Mission of Wahiawa, I, Edna Matsuoka, reverently state the following prayer. We have gathered here today, November 1st, 2021, for the monthly appreciation service for the life force Tenshi Kane no Kami. We seek to honor and extend our sincere gratitude for any elements of blessings we enjoy every second of our lives. The life force revealed to the divine will to humanity to the founder Ikami Konko Dajin in 1873. He stated, although people live between heaven and earth, they are unaware of Kami's blessings. Shrines, temples, and houses all stand on Kami's land. Without realizing this people consult the days and directions and are disrespectful to Kami. They suffer hardships due to these offenses. Tenshi Kane no Kami has sent Ikami Konko Dajin to provide blessings and teachings so that mankind may prosper. Kami is Kami because of people, and people are people because of Kami. Both are fulfilled through this mutual relationship. The life force allows all creatures in this world to experience the whole cycle of life. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we partake, the natural resources we use, the clothes we wear, the shelter we live in, the land we live on, the sunlight that shines upon us, the rain that falls, and all of the elements that make up the world are manifestations of the love of the life force. This year marks 162 years since Tenshi Kane no Kami revealed the Rikkyo Shinden, or the divine call to Konko Dajin and his family on October 21st, 1859. Ikami Konko Dajin has been sent to bestow blessings upon all people, to make us realize Kami's love, to bring us lasting prosperity for generations, and to create a world of coexistence in mutual interdependence, wherein humans help Kami and Kami help humans, and they both prosper. Towards mediation, which has been initiated by Ikami Konko Dajin, has guided and aided people to live blessed lives through their practice of faith. The branch churches of the headquarters in Konko Town have been established throughout Japan and as far out as Hawaii, North America, Canada, Brazil, and Paraguay. The work of Toitsugi mediation has also been established at the Konko Mission of Wahiawa by the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi in 1940 at the branch church of the Konko Mission of Honolulu. We would like to extend our deep gratitude to her for spreading the true way of faith and establishing the foundation of the church, as well as the contributions of all the people who have ever been guided and connected to this church for the last 81 years. I pray that the sixth spiritual head of the Konko Kyo religious organization, Reverend Hiromichi Konko, will continue to enjoy good health, that the sacred work of Toitsugi mediation will continue to expand, that the organizational endeavors will be fulfilled and be blessed in all aspects. I pray that this local church in Wahiawa will continue to expand in actualization of divine mediation for the growth of each believer's faith involvement and enrichment. We continue to extend our prayers for the people of Hawaii and throughout the world that are experiencing hardship and suffering. We also apologize and pray for the environment that has been damaged and polluted by decades of chemicals and unsustainable elements created by humans. The COVID-19 positivity rates have been declining in Hawaii and throughout the world. We pray that in time the pandemic will be over. Dear Ikami Konko Dajin, please allow us to be of service to you and helping others as our utmost expression of thanks for the blessings we have been able to enjoy. Please let us help each other and guide people who are living life in suffering. Through the virtue of Ikami Konko Dajin and the life force Tenshi Kane no Kami, let it be known to people that they can attain peace of mind. At this time, we would like to extend a special prayer for our head minister, Reverend Yasuhiro Yano, as he is currently in Japan for 3 weeks. He will be going to attend the centennial celebration of the Konko Church of Iwatani in Hiroshima, Japan. The head minister of the church is Reverend Seijiro Inagaki, which is Yano Sensei's elder brother. Yano Sensei will also be going to the Konko headquarters and Konko Church of Amaki. We pray that his trip will be smooth and safe. Please guide him every step of the way and allow him to arrive safely back in Hawaii on November 11th. Thank you. Please accept the many offerings and prayers placed before you as tokens of our appreciation and deep felt gratitude for all the blessings we have continued to enjoy thus far. Thank you again for all that you do.
参拝者一同、共に拝礼。手に近づけようたい。Page 28.
池上金光大臣天地金の神真に願え。池上金光大臣天地金の神真に願え。おかげは我が心にあり、おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日で頼め。今月今日で頼め。
新宅三次法書 Page 29.
仰ぎ祭れば天高く、仰ぎ祭れば天高く、愚がみ祭れば地は厚し、神の恵みに生かさるるみの幸いのありがたき我が生き神の御取り次ぎひとひもかくる時のなく天地の神の御守りと義近きの隔てなし神慈しみはよろ強にあまねく満ちて果てしなくかん働いはくすしくて人の思いぞ呼ばざる我ら今月今日やびますりてひたすらに神の御影をたたえますらん神の比例を仰ぎますらん。
金光大臣三拍子 Page 30.
池上金光大臣様、池上金光大臣様と皆を唱えておろがみ祭る我が教祖金光大臣実いてね神信心を進めくすしき神だけこむりなまい神と人と愛をかけよで立ちゆく世界の開けゆくまにまにとをときかいよさしありてもはらおんとり次使えたもうこととなりぬ確定池上金光大臣取り次の道たち救わるる者数えも尽きず神の助かり無事この難なし神の比例見え方じけなし神が一礼申すと患者耐えられたまいぬ時移り弱変わり敵こと次々に起こり来るも信心辛抱の徳もて 道立て抜きたまえばついにて力の神その皆を表したまい生神根古大臣差し向け願う自己におかげを授け理解もして聞かせすえまで安情いたすこと氏子ありての神神ありての氏子神しも立つようにいたすと乗らせたも教祖根古大臣稲もすとりつりの座にましまし記念使えまい古いとに信心しておかげを受け神みんなでときさとし人一人助ければ一人の神と教え導き心願成就に身を尽くさせたまいぬかくて神からも氏子からも両方の恩人はこの方根古大臣女官たたえられ百日修行を果たし金で使えたまいてありし根古大臣祭り日のその日間がかりまし年越や今日その神ありて取り次ぎの道は始まり代を重ねて道は伝わり時期新鮮各戦士ありて道はいや広がりぬ我のくすしき深淵をこむり限りなき真言によくし祭ると時よ人よ忍びしたい祭りで大御徳をたたえ仰ぎ祭る
一度お入り
哀れ御霊の神たちはや遠くいさしき雨土にまたなき命受けまして靴そみの弱いの長き短きほどほどによりもずずとめにいそしみたまいし人よの宮とはとはに残りてよ の礎への根ざしと言い過ぎ語り伝えて仰ぎますらんくすしき寛永にしこむりたまいしみたまの神たちは親神の御心かしこみていき神の道たどりたまい先の世までも持ちてゆかれ子孫までも残る神徳罪たまい厚ぎみ慈しみこむらしめたまいてあるはかたじけなきことの極みにこそいましみたまの神たちの尊き宮とたたえますりつつ我が家の神我が神ともちつき祭りであるおみそなわし親神の神引き立てこうりたまいでおのもおのもの身に立ちそわし人とあるよろずの技やまずことなく努めしめたまい信心の道迷わず失わず末の末まで教え伝えて矢のうち結びやわらぎ立ちさたゆべく守り導き先はえたまえ守り導き先はえたまえ
知道入れ 一教神殿この兵器に境に声配差し止めるからその分に承知してくれ。外家業はいたし農業へで人が願いで呼びに来戻り願いが済みまた農へでまたも呼びに来農業する間もなし来た人も待ち両方の差し支えに相なる。なんと家業をやめてくれぬか。その子42歳の年には病気で医師も手を離し心配いたし神仏に願いおかげで全快いたしその時死んだと思うて欲を離して天地金の神を助けてくれ。家内も御家になったと思うてくれ。御家よりましもの言われ相談もなり子供連れてぼとぼと農業をしよってくれ。この方のように実意丁寧神信心いたしよる事故が世間に何方も難儀な事故あり取り次ぎ助けてやってくれ。神も助かり氏子も立ち行く氏子あっての神あっての氏子繁盛いたし末々親にかかり子にかかり愛をかけよで立ち行く。神殿 Page 70 一緒に読ませていただきます。Divine message received on November 15, 1859. With the compression of
This sacred staff, while in your farming career, please understand. When you are out farming, the person at home has to go out and call you whenever someone comes to give a request. And after you relay the request, you have to go back out again. You have to keep going in and out of the field. This gives you little time for farming, and the worshiper must also wait for you. Both you and the worshiper are being inconvenienced. Won't you stop farming? When you were gravely ill at 42, the doctor gave up hope. Everyone worried about you. You prayed to the Kamis and Buddhas and were blessed with complete recovery. Regard this event as your death. Dispel all desires and assistance to Chana Kami.
Also, your wife should consider herself a widow. This is better than being your widow.
And she can still talk to you and discuss matters. She should take the children with her to do the farm work. There are many people like yourself who have sincere faith in Kamis, but still have many problems. Help these people by performing mediation.
This will help Kami
Kami
and
save
save
people.
People
Exist
exist
because of
Kami, and Kami exists because of people. Thus, Kami supports people as Kami's children, and people support Kami as their parents. There will be eternal prosperity through a mutual interdependency. こんばんは。皆さん、ようこそお参りでございました。Good evening. Thank you for attending in person or online Facebook. Today is the first day of the month, November. Truly, the time is flying. Already more November. Pretty soon Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, end of year ですね。So today the first day of the month is 天地金の神様 appreciation service. 天地金の神様 how how support us, how blessed to us ですね。So, if 神様ありがたくない、if no blessing that some people feeling what 神様 do for me like that, they cannot feel the divine blessing, then we 少しずつ point out what 神様 did for me, or doing for me, or what 神様 nurtured me like that. Then, Japanese school, I was teaching, and then usually every year Thanksgiving, I give them the second grade, upper grade student, what is thankful for. Already we are Ohana camp, 100 we point out, but also Japanese school too. And it comes from thank you for Tosan Kasan, thank you for house, thank you for clothes. Otherwise we are kind of no clothes there so really hard. Thank you for food, thank you for air, thank you for everything. Point out. So upper grade at least 10. Thank you for family, thank you for air, everything. Then few students cannot stop. More than 200 over the homework, like they took home the paper and then they write it down. 競争みたいにね。So that really more this and mother said they cannot stop. もうあれもこれもこれもあれもで、もう TV も thankful、カーも thankful、そしてこの布団、the blanket、それから shoes、それから the school、thank you for school、thank you for hospital、thank you for doctor、thank you for book、pencil、anything、tree、そして今度は invisible かね、air、the earth、the sun、the water、日、月、火、水、木、金、土、この7 element、without この this 7 element cannot survive. Actually, basically everything cannot survive. So they realize, あれもこれもこれもあれもこれもこれもで、it's so good lesson. How blessed we are. We can realize the small children more pure heart. That's so much thankful for. And one person said, thank you for 神様. Wow, such a invisible kind. Or thank you for the love. So, 抽象的な、もう形に見えるもの、visible kind。もうアッパーグレーダーは、もう抽象的ってなんていうんですかね。thinking っていうかね、そういうものまではアンシスターとかね、もうお花キャンプとかはアンシスター、自分の死んだくな祖先の人ね、そういう人ところまで Thank you となる。そうすると、We are so blessed. Who prepare for me? Who prepare for the people? やっぱり神様だな。神様 blessing. So we realize how support us. So we thank you. So if the people cannot realize the blessing, cannot realize the 神様の support, then it's starting ちょっと suffering life になるかなと思いますね。So we occasionally ね、every monthly service or every single day, morning time prayer, evening time prayer, occasionally 神様 how support realize 分かってありがとうございますということが言いますね。そうすると 5 year, 10 year, 50 year, and 70 year. I'm 70, but until 90 years, 100 years, the time passed. Then もうそれはありがとうございます。本当様ってなりますね。私はいつも子供たちに天城に行ってごらん。この信心を続けてごらん。If you continue this faith, before you at the moment of the death, くんこ様万歳ってなるからね。そういうライフになりますっていつも言ってますけどね。本当なんですよ、これは。And I'm also today thankful because 今日は、Sensei went to Japan, so today I have to go to ちょっと only few hours went out for the Japanese school. And Edna, my daughter, last time David so prepared for everything. This time Edna Sensei becoming a officiant minister? 何ですか？祭司として first time? 違いますか？そう、祭司でこのプレイヤーできましたね。So everything これみんなオーパリングのこれ献献もみんなエルナできました。はあ、先生はよく魚の釣り方先生 teach our children and me. I am beginning nothing to do, cannot do. I don't know what to do. My parents so worried. Oh, you know how to do it like that. I don't know like that. So nowadays, my children, sensei, prepare for the service and perform the saishi. I'm so grateful. おかげです。So this month も、November, November 15, いつの言った方がいいですかね。立教記念祭 the celebration of Konko 教 starting ですね。Zoom gathering があります。エルナがもう I think she detail explain detail. So please join this remarkable event. So ありがとうございます。Thank you for listening. 今月もどうぞ元気でおかげこもられますようよろしくお願いいたします。
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our monthly service for our life force. Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. I don't know where to start. It feels weird without a mask on. I usually talk with a mask, but since we don't have regular church members, I'm not talking without a mask. But anyways, like my mom, she just earlier mentioned, today is a day to give appreciation for all the blessings we've been receiving from Kami-sama on a day-to-day basis. And her story reminds me of a patient I had several years ago. And he was a man in his 80s, and he was a really grumpy old man. And he was just newly diagnosed with having cancer, and they found out that he had a big tumor, like pushing against his eyeball, his right eyeball. So he lost his vision on his right side. And he had his big old gauze taped right above his eyebrow, just one piece of tape, and then the square gauze just like hanging. You're just hanging, just flopping all over the place. So I came into the room, he looked really annoyed, and I was like, "Sir, can I fix your gauze?" So I got some tape, and he's like, "Don't touch me!" He got really mad. He's like, "Leave me alone!" And I was like, and I just put the tape on his cheek anyways to secure the gauze. He was really mad. But I asked him, "Sir, you seem really upset. Can you tell me what's going on?" Mm-hmm. And he's like, "You will never understand how I feel." I was like, "Yeah, of course not. I will never understand how you feel because I am not you. But can you please tell me how you're feeling? Can you tell me what's going on? What's on your mind?" Mm-hmm. And he grumpily said, "Just 1 month ago, everything was perfect. I was able to drive. I was fully independent. I could see and everything. And now I can't. Now I'm stuck in the hospital. I can't see out of my right eye. And it's just miserable being told that I'm going to die in a few months." And I was like, wow, that is so much so much shocking news all at once. And I told him, I'm shocked too. I'm shocked. I'm shocked for you, and I'll be just as much upset as you. And yeah, he kept talking and just letting it all out. And towards the end, I said, "Why don't you talk to your right eye?" And the eye that you can't see anymore. And he said, "Why should I?" It's not going to talk back at me. And I was like, of course not going to talk back at you, but the fact is you're able to see out of that right eye, right? And he said, "Yeah." And like, well, we got to be thankful for all that has been possible. And I'm sure you saw many beautiful things with your eyeballs. But now, of course, you can't see it anymore with your right eye. You can always give thanks for it, for all the work it has done for 80-something years, just until last month, right? You can't see anymore. And he suddenly, I can see a tear come out of his eye. And it was like he received a shock, like oh, I had never thought of doing that. And after that, I told him, give appreciation for all the work it has been doing for you. So thank you. Say, I love you. I'm sorry you can't see anymore, but it can't be helped. But just thank you. And really, after that moment, his energy level changed. From that really grumpy, dark energy he had coming out, his heart changed to a positive, and he was more happy. He would no longer shouted at me or any other staff. And every time I walked in with medicines or some kind of task, he was welcoming. He's like, "Oh, hi." And after I gave his medicine, he said, "Oh, thank you very much." And it's like, wow, he changed. So, focusing your energy on whatever has been possible until this very day is so important. People, they only want a cure. They want to be healed. they ask doctors for the best medicines, and they look at what the best diet is, how to heal their conditions. But if you have that complaining heart, you're not in sync with the laws of the universe, with the great life force. If you're complaining about the food, throwing things at the staff, swearing at the doctors and nurses, and then you just want the best medicine, it's not going to work for you. Everything is interrelated, interconnected, everything. Ayo kakeo, mutually interdependent. You can't have that grateful heart. Nothing's going to work for you. So the main thing is to develop that grateful heart. And to do that, we have to practice faith daily, not just one Sunday a week. You have to practice from morning till night. So you time to go to bed, focus your heart to Kami-sama, give appreciation, communicate to Kami-sama like Kami-sama is your best friend. And I promise you, your life is going to change to the better. So we want to really emphasize that and put that into practice. Well, anyway, thank you for sharing that, Reiko Sensei. Today, I went to attend the All Saints Vigil at the Central Union Church in downtown Honolulu. I got an email from one of my friends, Reverend Kyle Lovett, and she invited me to this event. It's usually like a Christian event, and they have, I guess November 1st is like the All Saints Vigil, and they remember the people who passed away. And today's vigil was to remember and honor the people, the 916 people who passed away of COVID-19 in the state of Hawaii. And I didn't know how it was going to be or what we're going to do, but me and Koichi Sensei, the Reverend Koichi Sensei, Koichi Konko of the Konko Mission of Honolulu, the two of us went to Central Union Church today from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And when we went there, the lawn, it was full of chairs, 916 chairs. And each of them had like a paper of the date of the person who passed away. It didn't have their names, but it had a date. For example, if 10 people died on October 31st, then there were like 10 of those placards on each chair. So there are 916 of them. And when we see that visually, the number of the people who passed away, it just brings up on like overwhelming sense of like, wow, like, oh my goodness, this is how many people died of COVID-19. I always read a newspaper, how many people passed away already in Hawaii, how many people are dying every day. And it did say 916 people, but just looking at that number is different from looking at 916 chairs. And it was like, wow, the amount of like wow was like 10 times stronger, It's like, for example, it's a bad analogy, but if somebody writes you a check of $10,000, you're like, woo, $10,000. But if somebody brings you $10,000 in cash, you're like, wow, you're going away. It's kind of like that. Visually, seeing 916 chairs out on the lawn, and I imagine that there's every chair is filled with one person that passed away from COVID-19. And each person had a family or friends or social network or somebody that loved them behind each person. So it was like really a surreal experience for me, and I'm glad that I was able to attend. So when we got there, me and Koichi Sensei, we prayed in front of all the chairs, and we recited the Sosen Sanji prayer in Japanese. And one end of the lawn to the other end, we just zigzagged through all 916 chairs. We touched every single chair, and we said, "Arigatou gozaimashita." May you rest in peace. I hope your spirit is at peace. Arigatou gozaimashita. I said, "Arigatou gozaimashita" 916 times. And "Arigatou gozaimashita" means thank you, or arigatai. Arigatai in Japanese means it's impossible, yet it was possible. That's what it means. Arigato means it was impossible, yet it was possible. So why am I saying arigato gozaimasu to the people who passed away? You might think. Well, I'm saying thank you or arigato to the life that they lived. for the blessings that Kami-sama had given them until that very day. As the teaching goes in the Gorikai, the light that the light that the sun shines upon us is a divine blessing. The rain that falls is a divine blessing as well. All humans are allowed to live in the midst of divine blessings. People are born amid divine blessings, live amid divine blessings, and die amid divine blessings. Gorikai 2 Toshimori Shino, number 1. And dying is really sad and heartbreaking, because you're no longer be able to see the person that you love so dearly. Yet we just have to celebrate the life that they did live and give thanks for all that they've taught us, all the love that they extended to us, and remember them. Continue to remember them, and you'll keep their spirit alive. So we're able to extend our prayers for all the 916 people who passed away with COVID-19. And after it was all done, well, it wasn't all done, but because the Central Union Church are going to have the chairs laid out from 8 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. But we were just there for that one short hour. Yet to be able to do that was, I was really grateful, and I felt a sense of happiness and peace. So it was really good. Thank you very much. And that's, I'll end my sermon today. Thank you. Okay. Our service will be ending, but I will recite the Tenchi and end our service. Tenchi Kakitsuke.
気がみ根高大臣天地金の神死に願えおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼み池上根高大臣天地金の神死に願えおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼み
Thank you very much for attending monthly service. One announcement, my mom kind of announced it earlier. On November 15, Monday, from 5 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. Hawaii time. 6:30 p.m. Hawaii time. On Zoom, the Konko Missions in Hawaii will be having the Yatsunami Festival or Yatsunami Gathering online on Zoom. If you would like to attend, please message this church and I'll give you more information. Hope you can attend. Reverend Hiromichi Konko, who is the 6th spiritual head of Konko Kyo, will be giving a message, and there will be some sharing of talent by willing volunteers. So we hope you can join us. Please. Please join us. Take care. Have a good night.